Welcome to no.
Welcome. Wait, close up on Rocco.
Who's gonna start it?
Welcome to.
Can you read that?
It's
No, it's out of
you
focus.
gotta
It
get
says-
right to his face.
It says,
Cut this out
Fuck.
when this goes up on Tuesday.
cut to me. Can you read that?
No.
Fuck. Cut to the Y.
Again,
Any luck now?
no,
Nah,
that's
fuck.
actually worse.
Okay, well.
We're not. We are completely demonetized.
Well-
Because not.
I'll have you know that the sign did say warning mature content. So
That's double. Yeah, you can get around it.
I warned everyone.
Guys, welcome to
TW.
YouTube Tips. Johnny, for Tuesday, edit like a really cool intro called YouTube Tips.
Have it be long enough, that intro, that we don't get dinged for me saying
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes, that's smart.
Yeah. Now, lesson 1 of YouTube Tips, guys. You could say whatever you want. They say you'll be demonetized if you curse in the first 8 seconds, but if you put up a thing that says warning, like you let everyone know you're going to do it, you're good.
You're good.
It works that way in the criminal system. You know,
Tried to, told you.
Like let's say I wanted to murder Kevin.
Yeah.
I can't get in trouble if I say, like, just so you know, I'm going to murder you.
Okay.
Yeah, warning.
And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I'll still come over. Well, you were warned.
You were warned, and you
know,
didn't listen
it's
to
like
the
you had
warning.
I gave you every piece of info. You still showed up. All right. Goodbye,
I tell-
goodbye, my friend. Hey, it was great. You know, a couple years.
No,
And
you're
you're good.
using a gun.
Oh, shit.
I would just tell Sean, like, I'm gonna keep punching and I'm gonna walk forward. So if you don't move, it's your fault.
Classic bit.
Yeah. I've got stabber knives. You know.
Yeah, stabber knives.
You're still walking towards me? Well, guess what?
Yeah, it's your problem now.
See, I in the kitchen have cutting knives, but you're saying you're bringing
Stab-
stabber knives.
Yeah. They're better for that. Anyway, this has been episode 1 of YouTube Tips.
Yep. How to get away with it.
Anyway,
Welcome
theme
to-
song.
Oh fuck! What already?
Johnny.
I'm not ready. Johnny, what?
Welcome everybody. Kevin here, sitting in for Derek this
Yes.
week. Derek couldn't face what was going on here. I barely could. I almost didn't show up, but I'm just gonna tackle it head on. We're recording this on a Monday morning. Our podcast normally airs every Sunday night on Twitch.
When nothing else airs.
Yeah. But
Go ahead.
we were unfortunately told that we couldn't do that last night because someone here vocalized some complaints.
Yeah.
They had something
They vocalized.
I'm not going to get into it. They had something they wanted to do. They said they didn't care about the viewers. Basically, they didn't care when a consistent schedule. It was just
It was kind of a selfish decision.
It was
I don't want to
so
call anyone out, but
awesome. Oh,
You enjoyed it?
Yes, I
Mi-
did enjoy it.
Having the
disrupting
night off.
our viewer schedule. It was awesome.
I seriously, it was when we went live last week, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to miss that fucking party again, like I do every year.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, wait, why the fuck am I missing this? Why am I doing this every year? Why can't we just do it late?
You're the boss, right? Is that you had that thought like, wait a minute.
Well,
I'm the boss.
I'm not the boss, but there's a group of people who make decisions. But I would say, like, you can do it without me. That's fine. But also, we can do it a day late, and everyone's watching this game anyways. And to be at, like, I was at my dad's house, and honestly, my dad laid out a plate of steak.
Damn.
Right when we would have started the podcast at 6.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, I would have missed this. Like, I miss this every fucking year.
Yeah.
And here I am. The game's on. There's a nacho bar, and now there's steak. And thank God I'm here and not doing the podcast. That's what I thought.
Wow.
I was here and I'm kind of pissed off.
I was here
Like-
too. I was sitting in this seat, no cameras, just sad.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I
Angry.
was like, damn, I could be reaching out and
You should have
connecting
gone
with our
live, dude.
viewers.
No.
I would have.
No.
I would have been fine with it.
Tried
No,
to,
I-
but the whole crew wasn't here.
It
So.
wouldn't have felt right without you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
The
like
podcast
it's like
can't go
rowing a
without me.
canoe with one oar. You
I've
know,
heard
it's
that.
No point.
People say
No
I'm the
point.
best one here.
I've
so.
been at parties before on Super Bowl Sunday where, I've had a full plate of food that I'm about to dig in on, and it's like, oh fuck, I have to jump in the truck and leave. Like, I'm
Okay,
taking
we
this
will,
with me.
We will dedicate we will say Super Bowl Sunday from now on. We'll push it till the next
This
day.
is the best. I feel so happy.
You
And
know-
I really
I'm
feel
happy for
happy
you.
about this.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
But I am curious because it's funny because my family asks me every year because they're always having it at their house and whatever, and they ask me every year. They're like, why do you do it during the Super Bowl? None of your fans are going to watch, right? And I'm like, no, I think there are a lot of viewers that do not care. I think most of our viewers don't. But
I think so too.
I would. I don't know if I can't see the chat, but if they want to put a poll, I'm curious. If you want to put a poll
up.
in the chat.
You care about the
I
Super
would
Bowl or
love
not.
to see like did you watch the Super Bowl? I don't know if anyone in the chat is able to do a poll. I don't know if we have any mods here or not.
Johnny can try.
Maybe if it's not going to screw up.
Do we have
anything.
Dr.
We also-
Moderator?
Maybe this is.
We could put this
something.
on our Twitter. You know.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. Don't worry
Twitter
about
poll.
it, Johnny.
Well,
Someone
someone
did
did
it.
it.
Thank
Made it.
you.
dude,
Great,
Twitter
thank
hasn't
you.
been working very good the last couple of days. I got to be honest.
Oh
No,
yeah.
that is true.
I have heard people complaining for months about Twitter, right?
Mhm.
The whole purchase by Daddy Musk.
Yeah.
But I'd never seen a problem actually occur until this weekend where I would okay, I'm going to like a tweet and the icon would go like, beep, boop, and it would just not let me.
Yeah.
It would just not let me it wouldn't let me retweet. It wouldn't, sometimes it would open I'd go oh, let me open up all this video. Oh, Hassan Piker got beat up by Sam Hyde. Oh, really? Okay, let me see. And it would just not let me get off the video. Wait, it's not. I have to close the app and it's been wow.
Well, there's a whole thing where I was trying. You can't follow people for a little bit. It's you're at your
Yeah.
maximum limit of people to
that
follow.
was a thing. I know during the Nintendo Direct, it was the
It
whole
was dead. You
site
couldn't
was
tweet.
dead.
Yeah, you couldn't tweet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going well. It's going good. Don't worry though. He was at the Super Bowl with the Dogecoin shirt on.
In a Dogecoin shirt sitting next to Rupert Murdoch. So that was just a cool look.
It's this is going
That's cool.
great. This is all awesome. The Dogecoin shirt to me was the ultimate of you think you're so fucking funny.
No, he wants the price. He wants to.
Yeah, it
spike.
just raises the price.
He's got a bunch of it. He does this all the time with Twitter. He talks about it and then he goes and smokes weed on Joe Rogan and Tesla stock goes down, but the Doge goes way up.
Yeah.
That's
I lost
all
my life
really
savings.
cool.
in Doge.
Yeah. Did they have any crypto commercials during the Super Bowl?
I did not see any this year.
I didn't see any.
Isn't that funny? Wasn't there a bunch last time?
Yeah, but there was a crash, and I think what crypto company has $5 million to spend on an ad?
It's just so funny because we've seen this kind of thing happen before, Sean. I'm sure. And this is what I wanted to talk about is past eras of the advertisements and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember 2001, I think, was the .com.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
And they
That
called
was
that the .com crash too, because every ad that year was something.com.
Yep.
And then the next year, none, because all those .coms failed
Yeah.
in that year. Were there
I think
poll
there's
results?
results.
56% of people said they did not watch the
Did
Super
not
Bowl.
watch. So
Okay.
a majority
That's the
did not
majority.
watch.
But that's not terribly.
No, that's not terribly
It's still
off.
close.
It's
very
still
close.
almost
It's very
50,
close.
it's still almost
Yeah.
It's a
50
coin flip, essentially. Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
take
that's interesting.
I'll take 50,000 viewers instead of the normal 100. That's fine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Now, who here watched the Super Bowl? Because I said I was going to
Yeah.
since we had the Sunday off, but I didn't see a frame of it.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Nothing?
No,
Yeah.
for once, I visited my family. I saw the entire thing, which is rare for me.
No, I watched it, and it's funny because I said before, my interest in football has drastically spiked since the Chargers left.
That's why I was surprised you wanted to see it.
Right.
But it's not just the scene of the game, which I do like watching the Super Bowl because it's a spectacle of it,
Yeah.
But I'm always ditching early on some fun event every year, and it's I love even just going to my dad's house and having steak for dinner is fun alone. But now I have to miss this game. I don't know. I'm always checking my phone in between people. It's Rocco's talking about. I want to see what's the score. What am I?
And then I always make a gag on the stream. Phones away, please.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Just love the torture
I
drawn
missed
during
that.
it.
Yeah.
Because it starts so late, it goes long. And,
Yeah, it starts at 3:30, and dude, I swear to God, they there's a lot of preamble before that game.
Oh, I bet. It was all day,
Dude,
right?
all day it's coverage, and it's I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes talking about a one-to-one interview with him, his thoughts on the game. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just go play the game, Patrick Mahomes. Just go play. I mean, he has to do that, but it's so boring.
That's like the only thing I did see. Because I did realize at some point, like, oh, I wonder if it's wrapping up. I was on Hulu Live and I just went to the channel real quick. And it was over. There was, all I saw was about like 2 or 3 minutes of, who's that kind of big blonde dude? Madden died, so this is the other big blonde guy.
Madden 2. It's like Gallagher. It's like Gallagher 2.
Terry
Bradshaw. Right. Yeah. He was interviewing Mahomes.
In a Newsies cap.
Dude, Mahomes is like...
Yeah, why was he looking like fucking king of New York?
I don't know.
That's all I saw was him in the Newsies cap.
That's it after the game was over.
That's all I saw was this little brief like snapshot into this like end game wrap up. He was talking to Mahomes, which that guy's super young. I didn't realize
27.
how young he looks even and talks and everything.
20.
Let's get it. Or
Dude.
some shit. He was talking like a fucking he has Riz.
The dude, he's 27.
Yeah.
He has won the Super Bowl twice. He's been the Super Bowl MVP twice. He's been the entire NFL
What a
MVP
pimp.
twice. He's been he's been a 5-time pro. This guy's fucking like.
And does he
he's
have
27.
Does he have a Giselle Bundchen?
I don't know. I'm not aware if he has.
He's not dating supermodels yet?
I don't know. If he is, I don't know about it.
Because he's following in Brady's footsteps, and that's
well on the field. I don't know about off the field.
That's the archetype.
I don't know.
the only other thing I saw was Bradshaw told some big guy to waddle on over
Andy
here.
Reid.
Well, that was so mean.
Andy Reid.
That was so
who was the
mean.
coach of the. He used to be the coach of the Eagles. Now he's the coach of the Chiefs.
Oh, that guy. Oh, no.
It was
With the
such
big
a-
mustache?
Said that to him?
He did. The whole
Oh.
thing with Terry Bradshaw, it was just awkward. It was like awkward old man interviews. You know, he's touching everyone's
He
chest.
is. He
and-
really is all over him.
Yeah.
And at one point, he. I'm gonna get close to Garrett for a second.
I'd
so
love
get
it.
the close-up cam on this. But he's interviewing like this.
Yeah, that was weird.
Get out of his face,
was
bro.
weird.
Like I know
I
it's
did see
loud.
that.
I know it's loud, but like you are up on him. Give him some space.
That was all I saw, and that was enough. I was like, "Wow, this is a very HD picture, nice."
But yeah,
Yeah.
waddle on
Crisp
over
audio.
here. Waddle on over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't say that. What?
not fun.
I mean, and not only that, but everyone's watching that.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of
Yeah.
millions of
Yeah,
viewers of you
seriously.
being saying even when like
Waddle on over. I would be like, yeah, fuck off. And I'd go talk to another network.
it's like when Chris Rock slaps Will Smith, a lot of people watch the Oscars, but not even a fraction of the level watching that
Yeah.
interview. Waddle on over here.
then-
Yeah. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Didn't he ask him like, "You gonna go out with a blaze of glory?" And he's like, "No, I'm gonna keep coaching." Like,
Yeah.
it was awkward.
Yes. Okay, I'm remembering this. I half remember it because I got to be honest. During the Super Bowl, I had a psychic connection between Johnny and Kevin because just like them during the Super Bowl, I beat Mario Land 2 in one sitting.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's an easy
We
game.
all had the same because we'll talk more about the Nintendo
Yeah,
Direct
yeah.
probably in a minute, but
Yeah.
they released something I wanted this whole time. I don't know why it took 6 years. Game Boy games on Switch. They dropped a bunch of them this week. It's amazing, and I've been having so much fun. I don't know what it is, but Game Boy. We'll get back to the Super Bowl. I promise.
That's fine.
Old Game Boy games are like my comfort food. The old Game Boy games, I think, because I had a stack of them that every trip I would go on as a kid, every whatever, that was my stack of games and I'd play through them endlessly. And so that's like my comfort food. You know what I mean? It's like,
Totally.
it takes you back to whatever. So Mario Land 2, I wish the first one was on there. They didn't add that for some reason.
That's weird. What is that?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely half the game that 2 is, but or half
That's the one
half
I'm
is being
familiar
generous, but I still would like it. But anyway, so I played through that the entire you could beat it in one sitting, really not hard.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was doing that and kind of looking up back and forth through the whole thing. And so I remember pieces of that interview. I remember him saying, "You going out with a blaze of glory," and the guy did not know what to say.
Yeah.
But I missed Waddle on over here. I did not
Yeah,
miss
that's-
that. Or I did not
that
see
is-
that.
Brutal.
It was
Um,
fucked up.
But I want to finish the thought on the eras of commercials real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
right.
2001 was the .com crash.
Yeah.
Last year crypto, and now we're going to remember the one year it was all crypto, and then that didn't happen
That's
again.
true.
But Sean, specifically you, I wanted to bring up
Mm.
because I remember we talked about this at great length. My favorite era was the ads in 2015. I never see any articles about it. It's almost like we were the only ones that caught on. But that was the year that coincidentally every commercial was a bummer.
Sad.
I remember
sad
specifically
commercial.
that year,
Oh, yeah.
everyone was like, what would happen if those close to you were gone? What would happen in a world where they could disappear? Everyone. And then oh, okay, that was a bummer. Well, hopefully the next one. And then it would cut to a baby. Welcome to the world.
Oh God, I hate that
It's
one.
a great time to be alive.
Yeah.
All of it. It was emotion economy in full effect, that whole show. And then if you remember, it was getting sadder. And then it's like, this can't keep going.
Yeah, I can't.
And
thank
then, what's that?
No, I was like, oh, thank God, Doritos commercial.
Yeah, Doritos.
And then it's like, oh no, this is sad too.
My mother choked on
My
a
fingers are
Dorito,
covered in nacho cheese dust.
and I couldn't pick up my baby.
My dog died.
Every commercial was that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it can't get worse. And then Nationwide Insurance dropped the nuke. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember this.
I
I
don't.
linked to it last night on my Twitter. It was a little kid going, I'll never talk to a girl. I'll never have cooties.
What?
I'll never ride a bike.
What?
I'll never get married. I never grew up
This is
because I died
I'm
because of an accident.
I'm gonna cry
Like
just you
a
saying this. What are you saying?
A kid looks at the camera and says, I can't because I died. And then it shows all these things that could have happened in the house. A TV not connected to the
secured to the
thing
wall, yeah.
fell
my
over.
God.
I said falled over like a little child. Fell over. A bathtub that flooded. All these things around the house that could have happened. And it
yeah.
was like, a kid died because they didn't take care of it.
Oh my God.
And if you remember that just everyone laughed. That was just, you know what I mean? It sounds like, well, why would you laugh at that? But it just hit a breaking point.
Yeah.
When that was the 100th sad commercial and it was a kid just going, yeah, I'm dead. I just died because of you. And
Because
I
you didn't
went
get
down,
insurance.
I went down the rabbit hole last night about that ad campaign. And there were whole articles in like USA Today about it where nationwide Focus tested that commercial 1 million times, and they said no commercial had tested better.
Better?
Like when they showed that just to a random crowd, they were like, damn, that was some powerful shit, man. But they said what went wrong was, one, every other commercial played
Was
the
that?
sad card. So by the time it got to theirs, it was like, fuck off.
Mhm.
And second, they were like, people who tested it saw it in a vacuum. They just
Yeah.
walked into a room and were like, damn, that was a powerful commercial.
Mhm.
They said, we're playing this at Super Bowl parties.
Yeah. At
Like
parties.
this was this
With
that
drunk
was
people.
They said everyone at a party was like, "Oh fuck you!"
Yeah.
Like everyone's trying to have a good.
They're all drinking beers, patching around nachos, and it's
Yeah.
like, what's this kid saying? He's dead? What?
Seriously. So that commercial was like a legendary flop. Like they
Oh.
said that backfired miserably. So anyway, I went down the rabbit hole on that, like I said. And anyway, so we'll link to that commercial.
I think I honestly started getting annoyed this year. I feel like they've been doing this forever, but it's like every commercial is like, you're not going to believe who's in this commercial. You're not
Yeah.
going to believe
a
who
cameo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yep, there's another famous actor.
Yeah.
You got a musician this time. Ooh, like, but
Yeah.
it was like, oh man, I don't give a fuck.
So I think that was definitely the era this year. Is every single one had the we revived this character or we surprised you with this celebrity.
And
That
they
was
did that
everyone.
before. Like they brought Wayne's World back.
Yeah.
You know, all these things and that whatever. But it's like,
Oh, I hated that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that
you
Wayne's
know-
World commercial.
you
They
sucked.
know-
looked haggard.
I know, dude, that was sad. It just is like no one's impressed anymore.
Yep.
Like honestly, it got more attention when they didn't have a famous person in
Yeah,
it.
I thought the best. I'm going to give my vote for the best commercial that I saw was the one that had none of that. It was Amazon. Amazon did a commercial where someone's dog keeps fucking up everything in the house. And it was just like, they all want to love this dog, but it's fucking up everything in the house. And then dad's on Amazon. The mom looks in. The mom was like one of the people in the Mighty Ducks. It was an actress
Oh.
I hadn't seen in a million years.
Oh.
And they lean in and they're ordering a kennel crate.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, they're locking that fucker up.
Yeah.
And then they order it, and then he's got it in the car, and he's bringing it in, and then he brings in the crate and sets it down, and it's a new puppy. and the dogs are friends and they're not fucking up the house anymore, and they're all like, oh, and I'm watching that just like, oh, that was just like a concise, good commercial that didn't
Good
have
writing.
Ben Affleck or
He got the puppy on Amazon.
Misdirection.
Where did he get the puppy from?
yeah, that's the thing. He picked it up.
Were there a lot of QR codes in
There
this?
was one that was like one of the first commercials, and it was
Yeah.
nothing but a QR code.
Yeah.
It's like scan me, and like little like gold and around it, and like
Yeah.
I'm like I will not.
Yeah.
But you
I
never
see
used
that,
to
and
see that. Yeah.
Out of defiance, if it's a vague QR code, I automatically know it's nothing I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So I will never
Because-
scan that.
No, and then also it's like you're not telling me what it is because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But they want most of the population to just be curious enough to go, what is this?
Yeah.
Did anybody do that thing where like, see what happens, go to this website? Like
You know what?
Did anybody do that?
You know what?
No.
I can think of one.
You can?
Really?
Really?
There, yeah, believe it or not, the trailer for the Flash movie.
Oh well, yeah.
They showed it. It was 30 seconds, and it wasn't quite what
No,
you said.
I don't think it's
but
that.
it was 30 seconds, and at the end said, "Want to see the full trailer?
Okay.
Go to
That-
the." go
to me,
whatever.
yeah, they gave you the teaser, which was I thought was a concise, good trailer. To be real,
Yeah.
Hey, for real? Can we talk a little bit about this movie
Yes,
for a
'cause
sec?
I have some things.
Okay.
to say
not
about
me.
I am never interested in it, and I thought it was all like never gonna happen because of this Ezra kid.
He's
Yeah.
such a fucking
He's
that.
such a
nightmare.
I'm so surprised that it is.
Dude.
So this was like completely out of nowhere, and then I didn't know they're basically just doing what that last Spider-Man movie did, where it's like
Yes.
multiverse, and there's a fucking another Batman, and it's fucking the first Batman,
Michael
Keaton, and he
Yes.
looks dope in that 1980s costume, and I'm just like, oh, I'm seeing this, like
Yeah.
I'm fucking interested
So,
now.
Yeah, no one could be more disinterested in the fucking DC universe,
Yeah.
Snyderverse, all that shit. And then that trailer started, and I'm like, damn, it just took. They waited long enough to just let the Ezra Miller thing
Yeah,
go to the side, and now we're still gonna put the movie out. I'm like, man, fuck these guys. All right, and I'm watching, and then I felt like such a mark.
so did I.
That guy, they go, it's you, is it you? And you hear yeah, and man, that camera pushes in. I'm Batman. I'm going.
He
yeah,
looks so
okay,
good,
fuck,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Well, I saw his like. It's like, is that the Michael Keaton suit? Because it's like around first. I'm like, is that his-
God damn it!
what suit is this?
that old ass suit.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so
fuck.
good.
I'm sad. I was such a in that moment. I was the most simp I've ever been. Just like, oh fuck yeah. So, oh yeah, were you gonna say?
No, I would say Beckett. He loves the Flash. Like that is his Batman to him. Like
He's a Barry guy.
that is by far and away his favorite anything.
Yeah.
But he hates Ezra Miller. He fucking hates because he's a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So he's like, why couldn't they get literally anyone else?
Yeah.
But when they showed that trailer, I mean, he was running around. My dad's like, he's like, wow, like
Yeah.
so excited.
That was a good teaser. Now, did anyone go watch the full thing?
Well, Beckett did. I did not see that.
That reduced me back.
Oh shit!
Because it showed way more of Batman, and it is like fucking half the. I mean, it is like if the Unreal Engine broke, the effects would look like this. It's like him in the daytime, a CG version of him punching a guy, and then they release like Supergirl from a thing, and this is Kara, whatever. She can help. And it's a fucking CGI nightmare where they're punching guards and it looks like shit. Oh my God.
So that's typical DC.
That brought me back down to earth. I'm like, oh man, yeah, this is probably still going to be really bad.
At least Indiana Jones isn't gonna have any CG.
Dude,
Let's talk about that.
I haven't seen it yet.
Am I crazy?
Is the
Every
trailer
time I
bad?
see a preview for that, I'm like, this is a CGI fucking mess.
Just like the last
and
one.
everyone's like, well, it looks better in the fourth one. Does it? Am I crazy?
I honestly, Rocco, I feel like I'm with you. I'm the one person that's like, yeah, he's saying he's too old to do this. He already did that. I
Yes.
saw him come back as Indiana Jones, and I was excited, and it sucked.
But yeah,
He's done this.
but I'm losing my mind because I remember the trailers coming out for 4, and it was a lot of practical stuff. I'm like, don't make this like a CGI nightmare, please. And I remember it looked pretty good. He did the fucking stunt in the warehouse where he whips the thing and swings on it and accidentally swings back into the truck. And then he's like, oh, I thought that was going to be longer. Okay. And he punches the dudes and he's on the motorcycle. All of that was like great practical stunt work. Even despite what you think about the fourth movie, I think those parts are genuinely still good. Like really. So I remember thinking that was great. And then you see the movie, it's like, oh man.
Starts with
he's swinging with monkeys and all that.
The
You know,
monkeys
whatever.
are one thing that for me, it's the aliens at the end. We're like,
Yeah, I didn't care
far
about it,
away.
including Alien. I didn't care about them being part of the story.
Yeah.
Some people were like checked out there, but just showing them
Showing
and
it,
being
yeah.
the,
Showing them fly away.
it was yeah.
Where it's like, oh man, if you would have found a UFO
Yeah.
that had crashed and that's it,
and I thought
that's interesting.
yeah, I agree with you, and I think I'll even go further. They find the skeletons. Remember that one
Yeah.
part? Even that was creepy.
That was cool, yeah.
These glass like
temple.
skeletons of them sitting in the chairs was like, this is classic Indiana Jones right here. Like, what the fuck did they stumble into? But then they all merge and become a CG fucking thing. You know, it just wasn't. It was just dull. It made the whole thing dull, I think. But I'm looking at previews for the new one, and I'm like, this looks like 10 times more of the bad stuff.
I haven't
Like,
seen it yet,
am
but I saw
crazy?
screenshots. Did they de-age?
Yes.
Some parts.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even against that
No,
if
no.
it's good
I just
material.
saw a screenshot and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, did they I'll check it out.
it's good
Yeah.
enough to where like, yeah, I'm down with the de-aging thing. That doesn't really bug me.
De-aging's fine.
Yeah. It's more just every set piece in it
Yeah.
looks like every other big blockbuster CG movie. I just thought, I don't know, let him I don't know. It feels like they overthought it.
Also, it's like the Last Crusade. He's going against the Nazis and Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay,
To get the Holy
to get the
Grail.
Holy Grail. The fact that there's he's got it.
the cup of
fact,
Christ.
The fact that there's 2 sequels to that is like, oh man, you just
Yeah.
that you did it, really.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you couldn't. Everything is the most insane thing.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh wait, he's gonna fight some Russians.
I'm
It's like, okay,
I'm so
I get-
curious. I'm so curious how they're gonna deal with Shia LaBeouf's character, Mutt Williams.
Yeah.
He's not
because-
in it, is it?
No,
No,
there's no
no.
way he's in this.
Yeah.
And there's like another young guy on a motorcycle that's
Mutt 2.
yeah, it's like, wait, are we kind of just redoing that other like is Marion in it? Because she lived through the
I don't
fourth
think so.
movie
I
too.
don't
Like
think so.
where
So,
does this pick up? I'm
this-
so
Glad.
curious as
It's
to where this
wild to
picks
me.
up.
This to me is I feel exactly the same way as Jurassic World Dominion, where it's like, oh, you got all the people that I love back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see this because this is a fucking cash grab. I don't care.
I am still seeing this.
Are you?
I still, again, simp mode. It's Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. I'm going.
Yeah, I'll go.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
I will see this in theaters.
pathetically attached to
Yeah,
this. Still.
Who's directing?
But I have no good feelings about it, which
Yeah.
is a sad thing to say.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna go. It's like the Avatar situation. If you make me go,
okay,
go.
I'll make you go.
But
I'm gonna force you
I
to go.
really, I'm not walking in on
Yeah.
my own accord.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good. But I was gonna say, the thing I'm curious about, Garrett,
Yeah.
is that in this new thing, he sees Mads Mikkelsen and he says, "Weren't you a Nazi?" Like Nazis are back in this.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny. I remember Spielberg after Last Crusade was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing like Nazis as stock villains. I'm not doing that
Yeah.
anymore." And that's it. And so it's just interesting. Now it's got a new director. And
What year does this
that
take
being-
place in?
I think it's
The
gonna be.
80s.
I think it's like no, the last one was in the 50s.
Yeah.
Because that was logically how long,
Yeah.
whatever. I think this is in the
The
60s.
60s.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
What would this be? The Cuban Missile Crisis? Is that the
I-
60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
Yeah, I
Nazis
guess.
are in South America hiding out in Argentina.
Oh
you know,
shit! Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mads is down there pretending he's Russian.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of whatever on that. Anyway,
I can't think of a commercial I saw during the Super Bowl that I was like, that was a good one. Like, they're all just fine. And it really, to me, was like, you know, Sawyer loves the movie Clueless.
Yeah.
And so when Alicia Silverstone was, I'm like, there she is. And she's like, that's her. I'm like, that's her. Yeah, it's her. I mean,
Yeah.
she was good, honestly. I mean, that was a long time ago.
yeah.
But it's like, but it wasn't a funny commercial. It was just like,
Yeah,
there
that's
she
fine.
is. She's in the outfit. That's cool.
Yeah.
But everything was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. You did that. But
I-
nothing's good.
Huh.
I do want to say, I don't know how anyone else feels about this. I thought the clip they released for the Mario movie was genuinely like funny.
That was good.
Fantastic.
The
use.
that they acknowledged the old TV show with that fucking Mario, the
song.
Mario Brothers theme song or whatever, fucking do the Mario,
Yeah.
whatever. But they made like a bad TV commercial set to that. I was like, oh my God, if that happened in the 93 movie,
Oh yeah.
I would have melted down in the theater, and I'm melting down now. Like it was, I actually thought that was like funny and unexpected.
It was unexpected, and also it's brilliant because people like you are freaking out about it. But
Yeah.
the average person is like, oh, cool, Mario. You know, like
Yeah.
it was such a deep cut that 99% of the people didn't get it, but the 1% who did lost their mind.
It
do
was
you
still,
know-
it was still a funny bad commercial.
Yeah.
Do you know how deep that cut actually goes to?
I do not.
The actress they used in the commercial whose house is being worked on, and
Yeah.
she's like, they'll take care of everything and they won't
Yeah.
hurt your wallet or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the voice actress that played Princess Peach in the
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah.
Really?
So
got the
they're
voice
like,
actress.
they're like really like, we're
Yo.
curating this for you
I
guys.
love make a whole documentary on that lady getting the phone call.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
for the Super Bowl, you did this thing that no one liked
Yeah.
back in the early 90s.
Because she plays it like,
Yeah.
she's almost got like a Brooklyn accent
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I don't
A
know if
lot
she-
of, oh, what was that?
I don't know if I can't remember honestly the cartoon well enough. Did she have a kind of New York flair
I
to
don't
her
think so.
Princess Peach?
I don't think so.
She just did that as the
Yeah, yeah.
customer.
I did see, Johnny, maybe you could speak to this too. I did see New York people on Twitter saying, hey, she said Mario like the perfect way a New Yorker would.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Did it say Mario?
She said Mario, yeah.
I did
Slightly.
see that there's like this Japanese comic that's like about Mario being a plumber and
Yeah.
he's playing a video game, and then like Princess Peach is in the video game and he gets like sucked in.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that's what this movie is going to be about. I don't know. I'm kind of hyped on that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the great mystery now is how is he going to get into the Mushroom Kingdom?
He's playing an old NES or something. That'd be sick.
Yeah. My instinct was if they're setting up them as plumbers, he's just going to go down some fucked up pipe and and end up there. Like that's logical to me. Like they're really hammering that they're plumbers, which by the way, their van, it didn't look quite the same, but it still is kind of listed the same way as the 93 movie.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that movie has some some lore to that movie. You know, get a Bob Hoskins. Give me a Bob Hoskins nod in there.
yeah, one.
Get-
One nod.
If John Leguizamo like plays a part in it, I'm set.
Oh, he's doing shit.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
Oh,
He's
he's
great
great.
in the
Some
menu.
movie. What is
No
he in?
offense to Charlie Day, I
menu.
wouldn't have minded if they just had him do Luigi again.
Oh, yeah.
Like just
That's
voice
true.
him. Just voice
Yeah.
him. I would have been there.
I do love
Yeah.
Charlie Day, but you're right. That's true.
But anyway, so anyway, okay, we talked about all that. Can we finally talk about the most viewed thing on TV this weekend? And it's not the Super Bowl.
Was it the halftime show of the Super Bowl?
Oh, Rihanna?
No, was that? No, I thought that was pretty good.
Let me say, after all the commercials of you don't believe who we got. We got this person, this. I was so happy. Oh, is this Rihanna?
Yeah, it kind of was refreshing.
It was refreshing. Where it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's Rihanna singing Rihanna songs and she doesn't need anybody else. I am fine with this because I don't need. I've had so many special guests on my face lately.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm on cameo overload.
Right. So I am
was-
Yeah, you're
all-
right. That was refreshing.
That was a smart thing to do because wasn't last year like every fucking rapper
and it was cool. Last
and
year
it was
cool.
it was super cool, but you don't top that with more cameos.
Right.
You go
Yeah.
back to the
I
drawing
just
board.
really like. It was like Rihanna got a chance to do a halftime show, so she just did a Rihanna halftime show with just her. Fine.
Good idea.
Yeah,
fine with
and
that.
she introduced a new Smash Brothers stage. That was awesome.
Dude,
seeing
that
that
was
tweet?
wild.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Anyway, so I thought it was good.
No. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was solid. It was good. But barely anyone saw that compared to what I want to talk about.
Okay.
I have been so excited to talk about this. So let me start with some lore here.
Oh Jesus!
This is going to go back.
Buckle up.
How much time do we
Lore.
have? Ooh, okay.
What?
This preamble begins. I didn't look at when we started, so I actually have no idea how
John, how long have we
we've
been going for? Do you know? 35 minutes.
35.
Oh, okay, so Rocky got to wrap it up.
It's
gonna be a long one.
I'll try to keep it concise to an hour.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, as you all know, the movie, I believe it came out in 1989, 1990. I can't remember which. Dick Tracy.
Oh,
Great movie.
I'm so excited.
Awesome movie. Warren
I've never
Beatty
seen
as
it.
Dick Tracy.
I've
Really?
never seen Dick Tracy.
That should
No,
be
I
a
haven't
movie
either.
club. That should be a movie club.
You haven't seen it either?
I've never seen that.
I wasn't allowed to when I was a kid, and then I had no interest as an adult. So.
I think there's definitely things you will love and hate seeing it now. It definitely was born out of the Batman Tim Burton era.
It looked like that. to
like
me,
he
yeah.
broke the mold with that, and it was everyone was trying to like do let's do our own kind of noir comic book character.
Right.
Who can we snatch up the rights to? Warren Beatty got the rights to Dick Tracy, and he back then, it's so funny now, these comic book movies are a big lucrative deal. You know, it's like, huge multi-billion-dollar whatever. Back then, it was kind of like,
Yeah, who gives a shit?
yeah, hey, you own Dick Tracy? Yeah, let me give you give me a couple $100,000. I'll go make a movie. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, it really wasn't seen as a big thing. But anyway, so Warren Beatty himself got the rights. He owns himself the rights to Dick Tracy movie rights.
Yeah.
He snatched them up. He directed the movie.
Right.
And cast himself as Dick Tracy. It's not the greatest movie, but if you watch it now, the art direction is like, holy shit. He made everything in the
makeup.
movie. Yeah, the makeup is good, but he made everything in the movie part of a set of 4 colors. He's like, I don't want anything to go outside these 4 colors because ink in the newspapers
Okay.
and the where these were printed, they couldn't do more than 4 colors at a time. So that's what we'll do. You're either green, blue, red, or yellow, whatever. And so the movie has a visual style that to this day is like, damn, that looks really good.
Yeah.
So I think for that you might enjoy watching it,
Sure.
and it's not very long. Whatever. It's fun. Disney put it out. It's whatever. But anyway, so he put that out, and then in 2010 or so, out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, I want to say on HBO, this was a legendary piece of lost media. It's on YouTube now.
Okay.
In the middle of the night, I think it was HBO, I don't remember which channel, they did a special where Warren Beatty played Dick Tracy again, going in to be interviewed by Leonard Maltin.
What?
Yeah.
And it's
Is
like
Leonard Maltin playing himself?
Leonard Maltin's just himself. And
Leonard
he's like,
does a lot.
okay, we're doing an interview here, da 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 da. And then all of a sudden, the car pulls up and it's the theme. Dun 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 da 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 da. And Warren Beatty is Dick Tracy again.
Okay.
Goes in and they're interviewing. Oh, so Dick, you had a movie a few years ago. Yeah, well, but I want to do another one and da 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 da. And he's pretending he's Dick. It's Warren Beatty pretending he's Dick Tracy. It was the weirdest thing, and it never aired again. It aired once in the middle of the night. Someone got a copy of it and put it on YouTube. This was years ago. Famous piece of lost media. And the only reason he did it was because every decade, if he goes 10 years without playing the character or making a sequel,
He forfeits the rights?
yes.
Oh.
And it goes back to Tribune Media, who originally owned it. And for some reason, he didn't want to lose it. People were like, is he going to make a sequel? Like what? Apparently, it counts as a sequel. He played the character again. So
And
he
he
gets
funded
the
it.
rights. So
He had to pay it all out of pocket,
Yeah.
Oh
So everyone's like, damn, well, that was 10 years ago. I was like, oh, wonder whatever happened with that. And then all of a sudden this week,
No.
on the Turner Classic Movie
No.
schedule.
You knew this was coming too, Rocco.
Yes.
Because you told us earlier in the week, like, hey, I think this thing is about to happen again.
Yes.
It happens every 10 years.
People started tweeting at me, hey, do you watch Turner Classic Movies? Have you seen their schedule? And it was like, tomorrow night at midnight,
At midnight?
Yeah.
Tracy zooms in. Like, what's Tracy zooms in?
How
And-
old is Warren Beatty now?
And so 84.
Oh my
85.
God.
So people started tweeting at me like, is it gonna be that? Is this gonna happen? And thinking like there's no way. Everyone made fun of that. There's no way. Sure enough,
Shut up.
the other night, they air in the middle of the night. I think it was around midnight, after midnight. It's Ben Mankiewicz, the host on Turner Classic Movies. Hello, everyone. We're about to show you. We had a Zoom call with
A Zoom
Detective
call now.
Dick Tracy, as well as Warren Beatty, famous actor and director
both of
Warren
them.
Beatty. They both called in.
What? Weird. You got book. I go to book both people.
And and then here it is. It is the most nonsensical. I mean,
it makes no
so
sense.
someone uploaded it to
Yeah.
YouTube. It's half an hour. and your brain will frost over. It's written and directed by Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
And it is just Dick Tracy zooms in to talk to Ben Mankiewicz, and Leonard Maltin
He's back.
joins in saying,
Oh,
yeah, 10 years ago I
Shut
talked with
up.
this guy and I didn't understand what the interview was, and I guess you're doing the same thing now. All right. They acknowledge the thing that only aired once. There's continuity. Where, remember we talked to him 10 years ago? Yeah, well, let's talk to him again. And Warren Beatty is 84 in the yellow trench coat and the hat. I did the interview 10 years ago. I look back on the Dick Tracy movie, and I think we could have done a lot more. Could have been a lot more serious. The old one was so colorful; it had pink lighting, and I don't think we need pink light. It's just him rambling on and on about how they could have done his movie better.
Yeah.
And then Warren Beatty's calling in. He's not going to be happy about this. It's not, well, I'm going to tell him he could have directed me better. He could have done it better. And,
What in the world are you saying?
and there's an 8-minute portion towards the end where it is just a computer monitor with Ben Mankiewicz and Leonard Maltin sitting there. And you could tell they didn't even get long enough reaction shots.
they're
just
looped.
looping the same
Yeah.
shot of them going,
Leonard Maltin looks so fucking bored, and
Yes.
this guy does like anyone's podcast, but he looks
You've seen this too?
bored.
He is-
There's clips online I saw.
yeah.
that.
What?
And Dick Tracy is just mumbling on and on. So I think you can do it again. And Warren, you've been avoiding me, but I think we should just get lunch. Get lunch at the Polo Club. All right, I'm in. I mean, it's not even timed good. I'm in. Let's eat at the Polo Club. And then there's one last shot of them sitting at the table. It's Warren Beatty and Dick Tracy in a split shot together. Like they're at the same table. And it just plays music over it. You don't even hear what they're talking about. They're just going. And it ends. It is the most psycho thing I've ever seen.
Why does Warren Beatty want the rights to Dick Tracy still?
So-
Who cares?
So everyone 10 years ago thought, oh, that's funny. He's trying to keep the rights. He probably wants to do something. Now that conversation has changed where they're going like, why won't he people are saying like, this is why no Dick Tracy shit has come out.
Yeah.
Is this guy sitting on it? So now everyone's turned aggro about this where they're going like, why won't he let this fucking thing go? Like, let Dick Tracy be a thing again.
Is there merchandise that still somewhere
Can't be.
he makes money off of?
No one gives
where?
a fuck about Dick Tracy.
I know, right?
No one does.
Which was so funny because they had a Dick Tracy exhibit at D23 this last year.
They did. They had a whole set there.
It was
That was
costumes. It was costumes for the movie.
Did anyone
Wow.
give a shit?
Rocco's.
There was not many people in that. They were all the Disney
This is
Channel
the hyper
section.
uber nerds who love everything Disney
Yes.
and all this shit, and they're not even giving a fuck. What in the world is happening?
Sean, it ripped my heart in half because at that exhibit on the D23 floor, it was like a bunch of sets.
Yeah.
You had to wait in line to go into this pavilion it was a quiet area with just a bunch of sets, and you could look at all the real costumes and props. They had one for Tron. Like they set up the arcade, and it's like these are all screen used arcade games.
Wow.
Yeah,
Here's all the costumes,
all that kind of stuff.
People are
Oh,
taking
tight.
pictures with that. A ton of people, you know,
Sure.
and even Tron, not everyone's a fan, but
Yeah,
there were a
but
lot of people
it's big
taking
enough, yeah.
Yeah. And then it was Dick Tracy. Nobody. And then next to that was a Disney Channel exhibit where they had the wand where you could, you're watching the Disney Channel, and it was like a line to get free money.
Yeah.
It was like 1,000 people long
I-
next to the empty Dick Tracy thing. And I was so sad because I was in there. Here's Lips Manless's costume.
If I was there, my kids have watched the Disney Channel for so many years. I've seen so many people with that wand. I would definitely wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I know I would have.
And it was also a great Instagram moment. You know, like
Sure.
you could take your video of
Definitely.
yourself doing that.
Yeah.
But
man,
Dick
that was-
Tracy, I mean, like, I guarantee you, I could talk to any kid. Any kid.
Yeah.
Do you know what Dick Tracy is? They're not going to know.
Yeah.
No one knows who that is.
And he keeps bringing up, oh, I'm zooming in. Can you believe this video call? I thought the most high-tech thing we were ever going to have is this watch. Hello, coming in. Anyway, I mean, it is so bad. So that's on YouTube too. All of the special he did 10 years ago and the one that he just did are uploaded to YouTube, and they'll probably never air ever again.
Yeah.
But they have been. People were ready this time.
I cannot believe it.
So it's technically a trilogy now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The original movie, still the best.
Oh, you don't like the sequels?
Part 2 and 3 could use some work.
I will
so-
say, though, if they were smart, they should release a Blu-ray
Yeah.
of the movie and
And
these
these-
two things too.
Call it
as
like the
special
collection.
features. The collection. And
Dick
I
Tracy
think
collection.
I would be morbidly curious. Like, well, I gotta see what the fuck.
The Dick Tracy
Yeah.
collection.
I mean,
Put commentary on all of it.
I've just never heard of anything like this. But why does he want? Oh, so everyone's saying like, dude, are we getting another one?
Dude, we're
in
getting a
10 years?
94-year-old Dick Tracy. We are definitely.
Yeah,
they're,
totally.
they're not doing it again.
Here's the curveball though. Ready
Yeah.
for this?
Uh-oh.
It's Dick Tracy as a character is like 110 or 100 and something years
Public
old.
domain.
The next decade, it clicks into public domain.
Nice.
Exactly. So what are we gonna see?
What's Warren Beatty's master plan now?
Well, how
Yeah.
do you? Some people can hold on to stuff like Mickey Mouse should have been in public
Yeah.
domain, right?
Soon in the next couple years,
Yeah.
it will change over.
But I thought that Disney's stopped it from changing over in the past.
They have.
Multiple times, but the new laws are set to that protection will end in the next couple of years. So everyone's waiting to
Yeah.
see
What are
if
they gonna
can
do?
it again.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is the Steamboat Willie Mickey style, and
Yeah.
not the one they use now.
So they'll-
That's going up for.
They'll
public
say, well,
domain.
the color version is now what we
yeah.
use.
I think they have a new trademark for every time they change the style or something, and it's the Steamboat Willie looking.
Okay,
Okay.
so Steamboat
I think-
Willie 64-hour
think-
special coming
No,
in another
that's what I was
couple
gonna
years.
say.
Yeah.
It's a caption of that, but it says Steamboat Penis instead.
Yes.
Oh,
As long as it's black and white, can't
And
be
black
color.
and white, same style,
Yeah.
and Disney cannot sue us.
Steamer, Cleveland Steamer Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
That'll sell.
That's
gangbusters.
that's gonna be a huge hit.
That's gonna.
Mickey knows how to suck it,
I'm
and he does
cashing
it
the
well.
check
Oh,
already.
wait, we already did that shirt.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. Anyway, so anyway, enough dick talk.
Yeah. Sorry.
Real quick, I want to say thank you to everyone watching. I want to give a shout out to our viewers, our friends, our fans, our supporters for watching the Mega64 podcast. If you like our show, you like what we do, I got a few places to send you.
Okay.
Shop.mega64.com. You got to pick up all the best stuff. You got to pick up all the best. We got apparel. We got media. You want to see our live tour? We got a live tour Blu-ray, documentary, all that. You want to see a movie we made? Mega64 version 4.1. That's on Blu-ray too.
Yeah.
We got media up the wazoo. But we got great stuff to wear too. This last Friday, we did, in honor of Valentine's Day, a day where almost everyone watching is in abject misery.
Yeah.
In honor
All
of
you
the
single
horrors,
folks out there, just
we put up a horror themed drop, merch drop, where we got our Mega 666 shirt. We got the that high vis long sleeve
Yeah.
that
That's
turned
a good
out
one.
so good. That's
Yes.
it's one of my favorite shirts we've done in a long time. We got a couple of things are already sold out, so I'm not. Why would I plug them?
really.
We're selling out of stuff right and left.
It gets
But
worse for you gamers on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
the metal 666 tie dye shirt, all of it looks real twisted. All of that.
I'm wearing that
is
now.
up.
Wait.
What?
Wait. What? I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
You doubled
that's
up?
one of my
Good.
favorites.
Yeah, I didn't realize they'd be talking about it. What are the odds?
Well, they
Actually, I
went
really
up-
didn't realize, but it's fine.
They're first come, first serve, all that stuff. Shop.mega64.com. So pick up some stuff there. You're gonna want to. Also, patreon.com/mega64
Yeah.
is the place to go for all kinds of exclusive stuff. I want to give a heads up on that. We have a brand new, we have multiple tiers you can watch our stuff at. We have a new tier 1. It's got a different price. It's got a few new things coming over the next month. But be sure, if you're already a tier 1 subscriber, to switch over to the new one. I do want to address this real quick. Price went up a couple bucks. We clinged to the old price as long as we could. Absolutely as long as we could.
Clung
Bare
on.
Yep.
minimum. I think over the 7 years we've done Patreon, we had to raise the price. We raised the price $1 one time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only change we've ever made.
And that was years ago.
Yeah, and that was only because Patreon reached out hey,
right.
the way we're gonna start doing getting our cut of it and do it whatever. If you only charge $1, you won't get any of it basically. So it was well, I guess we have to.
They changed their policy on
Um,
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, but that basically kind of happened again, where it's like, okay, well, here's the new default. And so we changed it. But I honestly think I totally understand, sometimes it's hard to, when anything changes, it's hard to perceive. It's like, oh, but it's been like this for so long.
Yeah.
I do think we have been offering a really great value for everyone for a long time. And I do believe it is worth
Totally.
a couple more bucks. I stand by that. And we have also a lot more coming from our vault. We have a lot of things we've never released before that's going to go up on there and go up there more consistently. We could release stuff from our vault like every day for like 10 years and wouldn't be done.
And I would say like because the increase, like we are like actively now starting to produce more stuff just for the Patreon, like Sean's new show.
Yeah,
which you should plug.
I also want to clarify though that my show was in works well before the price thing.
Yeah.
It's not being raised because of the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's
exactly.
true.
No.
Definitely.
Because I'm telling you, the show
You've had this idea for a long time.
a long time, and it just happens to coincide with this, but it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I think, $5 a month, I think is more than a good value for all the stuff we're bringing and have, the friend dimensions and movie clubs that we've done lately, I think have been our best ones. And they're all like, it's hours and hours of programming every week. So I think you'll definitely you're going to get your money's worth. And again, like $5 a month is pretty much the default for just about any Patreon that offers exclusive stuff. That's default now.
That's the ones that I go
Yeah, me
subscribe
too.
to are all $5.
So hopefully, again, we always try to give you guys a good value for any kind of support you give to us. So it's at this point the Twitch sub on our channel is $5. Now that's $5. There's other stuff we'll do. I mean, some of the stuff we have coming for the Board Game Olympics, we'll have some things there for $5. There's a lot of ways to throw $5 at something.
And we thank you. We appreciate it.
And that's the thing too,
Yeah.
is really we are thrilled to be making this stuff and thrilled that people want to watch it. So thank you to
very much.
everyone. And I love doing this. My new show, I'll talk about it really quickly. Is,
I'm excited.
It's going to be called Record Club, and I actually have the book. I got this book, Rolling Stone's top 500 albums of all time, ranked from 1 to 500. And so what I'm going to do is put a random generator on my phone between 1 and 500, hit the button, and whatever number pops up, I'm going to listen to that album. And the next week, we're going to talk about it. Movie Club has been going long lately. It's been like an hour or so. This is just a solo show. I mean, I would probably talk about it for a bit. I'm going to say what I want to say about it. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Our first record, in case you want to start along with me.
Yeah, let them know. Because you announced it on the last movie club that you're going to be doing
Yeah,
this.
I did some little trailer thing.
And
but
you picked the number.
The number was 428, which is the album New Day Rising by Husker Du. Which
band I had never
will
heard
be
of.
real. I've never heard of Husker Du. But I have now listened to this album at least 5 times. And yeah, I'm going to do some research on it, and then we're just going to talk about it and see what we thought and see if we think it should be on the list. I also have a fun little list of Rolling Stone's top 500 greatest songs of all time. So I think I might also let everyone
You're
know
gonna
like,
find
what the
some-
428 song is.
Yeah, you're gonna find some really cool music, I think, doing this.
I think so. Even this, I'm listening to it. I'm like, I did not know. I've never heard of this, but like, I can see so many bands that I like have heard of it. So
Oh, you're going to have a lot to talk about with this.
can
This is
go
going to be
in-
cool.
We can go into it. It's gonna be a fun little show.
And then you're going to have people on every once in a while. You'll have a guest on.
whenever anyone here wants to jump on and listen to an album with me,
I'm definitely going to take you up on that because I would love to be a part of this.
And the list I was looking at, the thing is, it's so random what's on there. So like I don't know what I'm gonna get next, and it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah.
So most people who watch our show also have either Spotify or Apple Music or something.
Yeah.
Where all these
Well,
albums
YouTube.
are available.
Everything's
to
on YouTube.
They're available to us right now. We just don't know to listen to them. So let's find out what Rolling Stone thinks is good.
I really kind of attach myself to this idea rather than, I don't listen to any progressive new music. I just don't find myself like seeking out new releases.
Yeah.
This is what I love doing, go back in time and listen to classics that I haven't
But
discovered yet.
This book is from 2021, I think.
Sure.
So there are a lot of albums on here that are in the last few years. Like there's new stuff on
Oh,
here.
so that's interesting too.
Yeah.
Like
So
the number one album is "Asleep in the Bread Aisle"
But that's
by Asher Roth.
Asher Roth just
Which
killing
is
it.
surprising.
I was
Over the
surprised.
Beatles, number 2, Sgt. Pepper. Whatever.
But even that's great because, like, I mean, in the last 5 years, how much independent music has been released? How do you where do you even fucking
And-
start?
and that's the
that's a
thing.
great recommendation. Is like,
Yeah.
well, the cream will rise to the top and it'll get in this list, hopefully.
And I'm not saying Rolling Stone is the end all be all, because Pitchfork magazine also has their top 500, but that's all like the
Yeah.
super indie things. that
Jan
no one
Winter,
cares.
Jan Winter's very biased with his magazine.
Yeah,
his
there's a lot
picks.
of pavement choices or whatever. But
Yeah.
but I thought this would be fun just to check it out. So we're gonna do this weekly as well, and please join me and
Check out
listen
Patreon.
to Husker Du, New Day Rising, and we'll find out what the show is together. I think.
Yeah. And as always, too, Patreon, you get exclusive stuff too, but it's also like funding our operations here, the events that we do, some of the stuff that there's still a few things that we've been working on that hopefully we can talk about soon, that it has helped us be able to like have the freedom to like go work on that.
And there's higher
things like
tiers.
that. Yeah. And those are still the same.
Those don't change. And let me tell you about those higher tiers. Well,
Yeah.
another time.
Yeah.
You'll
anyway.
find out.
But yeah. So anyway, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Mega64. We'll talk more in a little bit too. Our board game Olympics event is it's this Saturday.
it's Saturday.
Right.
We could talk about that in a little bit, but tune in Saturday, February 18th. Yes, at noon, starting at noon. We have a full day of competition and board game, chaos
That's right.
coming your way.
I feel like it's so boring for me to say I'm nervous. I'm always nervous,
Mm-hmm.
but like I really want to win. Like I'm like anxious. Like I want to win this fucking money. So
You're getting competitive
whatever
already.
I gotta do, whoever I gotta cheat and trip when they're trying to
Wait,
play
what?
Jenga and then throw them into the table. I don't know, something. But I'm winning this year.
I had to like check myself with the money being on, because there was $1,000 on the line last time. That's the most we've ever put on.
We can't do that again. My heart couldn't handle it.
And I had to seriously check myself to stay calm and like not think about that at all and like just concentrate on the games.
Mhm.
And I remember like feeling like, oh, I'm so quiet on this stream. But it was also an hour and a half into Jenga
Yeah.
that just wouldn't end. And I was late to go to an event that night, if you guys remember.
I do remember.
And I was more stressed and anxiety ridden about that. And like this year, I have made no plans.
Yeah.
All day, all night, I'm going to be here
But
to win
didn't you
that
go to
money.
that late event and be like, I just want $1,000 so everyone relax. Like,
Everyone
Yeah.
chilled out. Yeah, no one minded, but I was like an hour late to my sister's birthday dinner.
Oh,
fuck.
And
Were they waiting to
I-
order?
No, I think
Okay,
I
good.
had been texting under the table when it was like Rocco's turn, like, I'm so sorry. Please order. Just don't worry about me. I'll be there when I can.
yeah, I remember that.
If you would
I
have
hated
been
it.
that late and lost though, and come up, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone gets it, but still, it sucks.
Well, though everyone did make the joke then, all right, dinner's on you.
Of course. Well, I
Ew.
mean, that's the easy joke.
Yeah.
I would have been like, fuck that.
I left.
Yeah, flip the table and leave. That's what I would have done.
What did you end up getting with that? Didn't you get
Refrigerator.
a fridge or
Yeah, I basically, I needed a new refrigerator. My old one died, so I used that money to get a new fridge. It's
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah.
Kenmore.
something? Food's all cold. and
Yeah,
shit.
it's like freezing, dude. The freezer, it's freezing in there.
Oh
yeah.
shit, it's working properly.
Yeah,
Great.
It's doing its thing. What are you going to spend the money on, Sean?
Oh,
You can't say, we
Well,
said
he's
this
not
last
gonna
time.
win,
You
so-
can't spend it on your kids.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no
spend
kid
I'm gonna
stuff.
spend it on my kids.
Yeah, all right.
Spend it for yourself.
I'm gonna spend
dude,
it. I'm gonna
buy
find
something
a way
cool.
to
Buy a Game
use
Boy or
it
something.
for a fun day at Universal Studios.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how I can make that work
No.
Well, that's how I
on Amazon.
I didn't buy a fridge on Amazon, but I used that money to buy like my groceries and
Yeah,
my
and I'll
regular
save it.
household
That-
things for the next.
That's
6
what I was
months.
planning on doing. It's just like there was nothing big on Amazon I wanted, but I just put it on Amazon and never have to pay for anything on Amazon for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just
it was
want to
just-
have like the best day there. They've
Yeah.
never been there before, and I think that that'd be a super fun thing to do,
Especially
So-
with Mario Land there.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna. Okay, so they have those bracelets that you wear, right?
Mhm.
Is that worth? How much is it? $40?
$40.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think,
every kid, right?
Ooh.
One for
I'm
every
not
kid.
gonna. No. I think the big two wouldn't care.
Oh yeah.
I think that's
a little too, yeah.
I mean, also too, you can get one and have everyone like take a turn doing something or something.
Is it like logged to your phone, or like if I
Yeah.
borrowed yours, Rocco, would it work for the day for me if you're not going that
It's
day?
for the app. It goes into the app. There's a QR code on the bottom of it that you scan with the app, and then
okay.
all
So-
the stuff you collect in the land shows up on
So
the
if
app.
Rocco did let me borrow his,
yeah.
then I would have it was going to his app and we wouldn't have anything to show for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can vouch for this because I tried. I forgot mine. I got the Yoshi band the last time I went and forgot it when I went up this last time. We were there last week, and I didn't bring it, and so I was gonna borrow someone else's, and yeah, it was like data from theirs was in mine. It was separate. It was like
It was a
I
nightmare.
don't.
They did that
yeah.
hard on purpose because
Yeah.
the wands
That's
that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
You just, it's a chip in the wand. You can take
Yeah,
it
you just do
anywhere.
the thing.
Okay.
But this one's more gamified, so I can see why it's attached because there's stuff in the world to collect. There's stuff in the ride to collect.
Yeah.
There's secret stuff.
You
So-
can go around the land and like do challenges that get you you got a key and it shows up in the app and you get 3 keys. You can go to a boss fight.
Yeah.
What?
Like you could actually
Yep.
you put the thing up
It
against.
goes, okay, you can go in.
Oh,
You can, if you want to ignore the points and all that stuff in the app, you can. It really is like whatever. But there are things in that land they literally won't let you do without a band.
wow.
Like they'll you have to scan the thing. Oh, okay. Well, you can't.
Well, if
you know,
we have
whatever.
one band, can we all
Yes.
go?
Yeah, that-
yeah.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
go? Can I go and like sneak in behind some family? Like they opened the boss fight door.
Probably. I went with Kevin and Rachel into none of them had the bands. I didn't get the keys. And there was a point I was like, oh, you want to see the boss fight? Yeah. And we just glided through the door. It was like, someone else is trying to beat the thing. Yeah, let's just walk past it.
Dude, careful.
So it's
Someone
not like
sees you
it's-
cut in line like that, it could be bad news.
Bad news.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did what were we talking about? Oh, with
The
Nintendo
universal
World.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if you have one, I think it's really fun having
And
it.
they're $40.
But $40
Yeah,
is like
okay.
too.
Price is a lot.
Yeah, I feel like if they were like again, I think in Japan they're like 25 or something.
Yeah.
That's perfect. But
'Cause
40 is like
what they should
what
have
are you doing?
done was make it a no-brainer. Where if it's
Mhm.
if it's 20, it's like,
Yeah.
I'll give one for each kid. People want to do
Yeah.
one. Want the peach one? Want the whatever?
Yeah, you're there. It's
yeah,
like-
but like 45 is like, well, yeah, we're getting one.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
40, yeah.
It is in a really cool. You could tell it's an import when you get it.
Mm.
It's like the box is like so well done. It has some Japanese on the back, and then there's like a map inside. It just
Oh, cool.
it is a cool. I mean, you do. They make the presentation is wonderful.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's whatever.
I am excited. I
pricey.
really want. I feel like that Simpsons world is gonna go away, and Sawyer loves the Simpsons so much. I have to get it there before they
Yeah.
take it away. I have
Yeah.
to
Yeah, because I've been hearing whispers. They might at
because
some point.
Disney owns it now. Like, why
Yeah.
would they have it there?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I just need her to. She would just lose
Yeah.
her shit going. She would love it so much.
That's how I felt about them taking Doc Brown's chicken stand out. I just
We
I
were
never
just
we talked
talking
about
never
that.
got a chance, to eat
Yeah.
there.
I didn't
and
get to go
I've
there
regretted
either.
it.
I never
regretted
did
it
it.
ever
I
since.
I went and got a salad at Cletus's Chicken Shack, and I was in there just like, used to be Doc Brown.
I will say, my favorite movie of all time. I never went on the ride.
Yeah, I never did either.
I never did it. And
The Back to the
No.
Future ride?
Yeah.
I did it when I was so young
Yeah,
that
I
I
never wanted
don't
to either.
really remember a lot.
I just can't. Like, I should watch a ride through now. Like,
Yeah.
why? I mean,
They
see
include
what
it on the
was.
Blu-rays and stuff all the
Oh,
time.
do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole video.
Because the cast is in the ride.
yeah.
Oh,
Biff. It's a lot of Biff.
That's cool. I
Biff
met
fucked
him.
something up, and then Doc Brown needs you to.
Dude, me and Biff go way back.
You guys met at church, I remember.
We met at church.
I have been told that they opened in Orlando just outside of their Universal there in their like City Walk area.
Yeah.
They started a new escape room place. It's kind of an escape room, but it's more of an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you go through, and you can go either to a Jurassic one or a Back to the Future one.
Ooh.
And people are they're not allowing photos or videos of either. But people have told me, oh my God, the Back to the Future one, you're just going through the movie.
Oh.
And
Oh,
they
sick.
got Christopher
Christopher
Lloyd is in the video. Oh no. Oh, Marty's not here to help me. You're gonna have to do it. Like they got him.
He's age appropriate now.
Yeah,
Remember,
right, yeah.
Remember he had to put on that old man skin in the future?
Yeah, which I never noticed that back in the day.
No, he's just an old man.
In
It was
part
a cool
two, he's
bit,
like,
yeah.
oh, I have to de-age myself. Let me turn this off. I'm like, oh, okay.
I just loved seeing that effect. Like,
Yeah.
I use that effect in
The
our
latex, yeah.
transferring video.
Yeah.
You did.
But anyway, yeah. So I heard that was cool. But anyway, speaking of the Simpsons Land there,
Yeah.
so we were at Universal that day, and the Nintendo Direct was happening. It was like, okay, I know we're in the middle of a theme park. We got to stop and watch this. Can we do that? So we did. We were in the Simpsons
Oh
Land,
my
and we
God.
stopped. We all wanted to get food anyway, so it was
Yeah,
like, well, let's
yeah.
just get food and put that on. And we said we were sitting in Simpsons Land. We all with like a ring of phones
Oh my God.
around the table. Everyone had their phone set to the Nintendo Direct, and we watched it there.
Damn.
That's a
But,
good spot to do it.
I left that I left that Nintendo Direct so happy because we got Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, and Metroid Prime Shadow dropped out of nowhere.
Remastered.
Yeah.
But I checked in with Sean and Johnny, and they were like, that was the
Dude.
worst afternoon.
Johnny
of
and
my
I decided to
life.
stream it. So
You were here. Streaming.
yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
usually, Wednesdays we take the afternoon off. And so, but we came in like just our day off, but let's come in anyways. And I had to pick up my kids from school, so they were like in the background doing homework. And I'm like, it's worth it because I can't wait to see what they release.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm just like, oh, this sucks. Like I don't care about anything here. And then the one thing I did care about, Zelda, it's like, okay.
At the end, yeah.
That was a cool
Yeah.
date.
It was yeah, but it's like I already knew that. I already
Yeah.
knew all of this.
You knew the date?
Yeah.
We did before?
Yeah, we knew the date before.
Oh, okay.
I'm obviously dying to play that
Mhm.
the new Zelda, but I also think this is like the least exciting new Zelda launch like ever. Like everything they show, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, let me play it. That first trailer when it was first ever announced,
Yeah.
it was kind of creepy, and they had like a mummy or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
remember what that was like. Oh damn! And it seems like we're getting a little more story. Maybe it's a little darker. I don't know. And then every clip since then, I'm like, yeah, more Breath of the Wild. This trailer, he's fighting the same fucking enemies. He's fighting there's the tall pig looking dude. All right, I'm like, just let me play it.
What they should have done, and I understand why they can't do this because of like stockholders and shit. If they would have just released, this was the first time you ever heard of it, and
Yeah.
they said May, the world would have been exploding with
on
excitement,
fire. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's like
It's out.
now. It's like, yeah, I know. I fucking know. Just please give me the game. Then.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was so excited about putting the Game Boy games on the online service, but then it sat in later. It's like then I slept on it, and I'm like, why did that take 6 years? Like I was saying that when we first got the
Right.
Switch, I'm like, I can't wait to get all the portable games on here. What took 2023? We're getting that? I just don't get. So that started to piss me off a little more. But I was really excited about, like I said, I was in old game heaven during, because of those. And Metroid, I've been dying to replay Metroid Prime. And the fact that they did it in HD and apparently did a great job. I haven't played it yet, but apparently did an excellent job with it. I'm hearing.
So-
and then the Xenoblade DLC. Sean, you weren't excited about that? Come on.
Dude.
It looks like, I don't know, it looks like there's an older Shulk in that DLC.
Ooh, with the Monado?
And yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the Monado.
It was brutal.
Those games have never really kind of continuity-wise lined up, so that would be interesting.
It would be very interesting to see.
Interesting.
There's a few other things I have a thought on.
Back
too.
to Metroid Prime. I knew you were going to be super excited.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
first thing I thought of when I heard the news.
Yeah.
But so that's available digitally. When is that going to be available physically?
In like a week, I think.
It's supposed. They said the 22nd, but a lot of the sites, like Amazon, Target, a couple of them said, we'll have it the 13th, which is what
today.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't know
alright.
if that did that ship for anybody? I don't know if it
I
did.
pre-ordered it, but mine said the 22nd.
Because
So-
I've
really?
never
Yeah.
played. I have no experience with any of the. Well, actually, Metroid Dread is like the only
Yeah,
current.
which I loved.
Even though Prime isn't current, was a GameCube game originally.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like at this point, it's like 21 years
But
old.
you know, like I hadn't played anything from NES Metroid until I played Metroid Dread.
yeah,
Okay.
interesting. Wow.
And now I'm like, well, Prime is such a beloved game. Like
Yeah.
I want to check that out. So I'm probably the most excited about all the Nintendo
Yeah.
news. I mean, I thought I was stoked on the date being May for Zelda,
Yeah.
but I guess everyone else knew that but me. but you know, Prime, that I'm picking that up physically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
do
I'm
that
waiting
too.
for that, but I do want the physical copy, but man, it was killing. I just wanted, I was like almost going to download it so many times.
Yeah.
But I'm playing the Game Boy games now. Like I said before, we
Tied
played
you over.
Mario Land 2. I really want to. I've been dying to replay Minish Cap. I was hoping the thing I was most excited about with Game Boy was the Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, but that didn't go up this
Not yet.
week. I don't know when those are.
Did they get 4 swords?
No.
No.
Minish
That's a big
Cap
hit.
is the closest thing.
I forgot too. I think the most exciting announcement for me is, in all honesty, Birdo coming to Mario Kart.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
I've
That's
always
awesome.
been a super fan of Birdo. I love all the Mario 2 obscure shit.
Yeah.
So whenever Birdo is thrown into like Mario Golf or tennis
Yeah.
or something, it's like, oh, I'm always playing as.
Cool.
I agree, Garrett. Mario, and I realized that, and Johnny, maybe you did too. I don't know. Maybe you could chime in on this, but when Mario doesn't fit the style book, when Mario goes outside the box to just do a little weirder shit, now Mario is like it's like an institution like Coca-Cola or
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah. But years back when it was like still not totally defined, so you had Mario 2 where it was like, what is happening? Like,
Yeah,
this is so gonzo. But Mario Land 2, playing through that gave me that vibe again, where I'm like, go into a level and there's like little Jason masks flying at me, and then I'm fighting Dracula and other like yokai and stuff. It's
Rats.
like, what is this? Yeah. But Johnny, did you feel that way? Like, what did you think playing Mario Land 2?
I love that game. Even as a kid, I loved it, and I
Yeah.
just I feel like there hasn't been that type of creativity in Mario for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys don't really like Odyssey, and I love Odyssey, but I feel like there was some creativity there.
A
Yeah.
little bit that I appreciate.
The whole like Day of the Dead, I really only got into the first level, but Tostarino Tusks or something. I don't know if I remember what it was called.
Tostitos.
It had some cute name like that. But the like the Latin American inspired enemy types and buildings and everything. Like I thought that was really fucking
And
cool.
even going New Donk City, where it was like normal humans and Mario, and then the song breaks out. Yeah, it did feel like they were a little more creative with that.
Yeah.
And
And I like the ending of that game where the last boss fight set to the music was
Was
one
awesome.
of the best I've ever
Yeah.
played in Mario.
Yeah,
cool.
it wasn't my favorite Mario game overall, but it had phenomenal parts.
Yeah,
in
sure.
it. I honestly, the gameplay wise, I enjoyed Bowser's Fury more.
I will
too.
say that.
and
too.
me too.
And
Dude,
as you've said a million times, I want give me a bigger game with that.
Yeah.
You know.
I finally beat that this weekend.
Oh yeah.
After
yeah.
the direct, it got me thinking about like, oh, I want to play a Nintendo game on the PPS.
Yeah.
So I brought in my Bowser's Fury save and realized like I'm so close to beating this by the end of the PPS. Like I just went home that night and I actually played it over the weekend. I had like a half hour left and it was like, all right, that was probably my favorite like Mario platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
And that was really kind of off the wall too, where it's like, all right, everything's a cat. Like
Yeah.
everything's a
Yeah.
It
cat.
got weird.
It
but I
got it
liked
did get weird.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough gamer shit.
Okay.
I did want to talk about Johnny. Have we had 30 minutes yet?
We're hour 13.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't do a pre-show, so you know.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little more.
We barely touched the iceberg. Barely scratched the
no.
iceberg. Speaking of iceberg, I did want to talk about me and Kevin and Johnny had an incredible experience this week. We saw Titanic in 4DX. They did 4DX shows.
Where do they have a 40X theater?
In
even?
Mirror Mason.
Ranch?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To Edwards.
Only one I really know about. But
Do they do like movies there all the time, or is it like a special occasion? They only like open
There's
the theater
one-
up randomly.
There's one theater.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever they have playing in that theater.
Yeah,
But
and
there's always a 40X movie going.
I
all
think
day.
like the new Ant-Man is going to be 40X and stuff like that.
And
There's
it'll
always,
be
like,
that for
one
months.
big
and that's
movie.
just where like it moves, right?
Yep.
Or like you're like in a little seat that.
Oh, dude.
It's like
more than
Captain
mo-
Neo.
It's a motion simulator. It's like you're
it
moving around.
moves your seats like Star Tours.
Oh, like Star Tours
Yeah,
that
I mean,
much?
That much.
There's spray.
What the fuck?
And-
What?
and-
you get buckled in?
There's shit that hits
No.
your feet.
Which surprises me they don't buckle you.
Yeah,
in.
because
They move you that much?
You
The-
could tell they can move you enough to where they could throw you if they wanted.
yeah. It's like that scene in the Mr. Bean movie where he tweaks a couple of things and goes, brace yourself.
Is the chairs loud? Like you're
No,
like,
No, what?
whisper quiet.
Totally quiet.
Yeah.
But they're spraying shit, blasting shit,
God, what the fuck?
strobes, fans, you name it.
Dude, we got fog
Yes.
effects. You have snow
Shit
effects.
hits your feet.
Yeah.
When they went into when they went into the boiler rooms and they're going, they pumped smoke in the
Into
theater.
the theater.
Up, dude.
It's sick.
This is insane.
Kevin and I went and did it for Avatar 2.
Yeah.
I promise I'm not going to talk about Avatar again. But it was full blast. The motion was full blast the whole movie to the point where it was like, yeah, I'm good. But Titanic used it a lot more logical, a lot more, they saved it.
Can you get out of your seat to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
It's
You
not
just
like-
got to find a good time.
Yeah.
There's like a step to get up
Yeah.
into the seat.
The seats don't stop. So
Yeah.
I think I never did it, but if it was going like nuts in Avatar 2, you'd have to like jump into your seat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you got to catch it.
yeah, you got to catch it at the right time.
So we went and they used it really well. What cracked me up, my favorite use of it was in the opening. Like what they did really well, and Johnny, chime in at any point too if you have your own experience with it, but they used it. It was perfectly done for gliding, like, oh, we're sending the thing under the water and you're just going like,
Oh my God.
like you're
Oh,
going
wow.
with it gliding down. But what cracked me up is that they used it for like the robot picks up a piece of debris, like a door, like, and then drops it and it goes, and you with it. And it's like, wow, they made me feel like ocean garbage.
A door on the Titanic.
Yeah, it was like we're simulating that.
Yeah.
What's that?
The thing that bugged me out the most watching that was the second half of the movie. I'm like, oh, people really died this way, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sitting in a
Maybe
chair that's
people's deaths
rocking.
into a ride.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That never hit me until Johnny towards the end and just like, damn, this is just a ride based on
I mean,
all
honestly,
these people
what's next?
that
Like, dude, I got Schindler's List in 4DX.
Oh,
like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's kind of like a historical thing. That's a tragedy.
Horrific tragedy.
Yeah,
And now
we're
Roots.
making when they're in the water, does like their chair get colder or some shit? Like,
no. When they lower the lifeboats, that was the most like immersive thing to
Yeah.
me was when they're lowering the lifeboats, they actually like do this to a point where it's like, oh, this is actually enhancing what I'm watching.
you were feeling when
Yeah,
you're doing that with them.
They were doing that thing, and when the part goes where they don't lower it right and it goes like this, they tilt.
They did that too.
Our row is tilted.
Those were the parts. Yeah, because again, when we saw Avatar, they were just. I feel like they were just going the whole time.
Yeah.
But this, it was like, oh no, this is what it was made for. I feel like I'm in
And
the
a lifeboat,
lifeboat
getting lowered.
and then it would splash in the water, and they would spray you.
Oh,
they dripped
come
from
on.
above, so you're going like and it's like, oh, I'm getting dripped. I'm wet.
Yeah.
Like this is great. Now I'm going to answer the question you're probably wondering, Sean. You're probably in your head going, I can't ask this.
Okay.
So I'll do it for you.
thank you.
The sex scene.
Oh, when he draws her.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
So I'm the whole
Yeah.
time I'm like, what are they going to do?
What are they gonna do?
Yeah, do you feel like, do you gyrate?
Yeah.
Like
What's
what
gonna
is- like,
happen?
Fuck.
does it get foggy in the room for that?
let me tell you,
Okay.
they didn't do anything
Oh,
They didn't move
until
an inch.
until it went
Climax.
in. It went in the cabin. They started pumping the smells.
As soon
What
as you went into the
smells?
cabin,
Pussy.
Garrett. My goodness.
you can hear
Rosada.
you can hear certain things when they go off, like in the mechanics
Yeah.
of this thing.
Oh,
The
yeah,
chair
yeah,
can-
yeah.
The chairs don't make a noise, but you can tell when they pump a smell. You can hear throughout the movie. You can hear the
Oh,
and it's like,
really?
oh, they're pumping a smell, and you can smell something. Going into the cabin of that car and hearing, and it's
was like, what?
They're pumping smells at this
What's
point.
the smell?
Perfume?
So it was, yes, basically
Okay.
they had a pleasant aroma
Yeah.
that they would pump through the movie. I think those theaters are only capable of one smell.
Yes.
Because it was the same thing in Avatar. It was like jungle.
Oh, it's
smell.
whatever they load into
Yeah.
the smeller.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they pumped this anytime you were in like, oh, they go into the fancy whatever, they would pump that smell like, oh, it smells really good. We're here with all the, all the women are dressed fancy. They pump this perfumey kind of smell. That's what they pumped. But like, is that what it smelled like in there?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
dude.
An
I bet it
1800s,
smelled-
an 1800s car that
Yeah.
these
just-
people have been fucking in?
I know. It wouldn't smell like that.
Yeah, that felt dishonest to me.
They haven't bathed.
Yeah.
You know,
There was the BO smell.
They were in,
Yeah.
Leo was in steerage, so he hasn't showered in a couple fucking
But
months.
Yeah.
I know.
That
But
was a rotten crotch
I-
smell
I-
when you got
it-
in that cab.
But it definitely, they're all sweaty in there, and it's like my brain does the work, and it started smelling like sweat to me. The normal aroma they pump in, because it's like,
no.
it's like, ugh. No.
Leo's butt sweat.
but a lot of it was gliding around, the big aerial shots, whatever. But another one of my favorites is when there's a point where it goes into Rose's eye and then zooms out as she's old.
Yeah.
And it did the gliding up like that. It's like, ooh, we're going through her eye. Yeah, that part was cracking me up. We're going into her eyeball. Whee!
Is the whole theater moving or just a row?
There's a row of, I think, 4 chairs per row. And it's just a bunch of sections, and that's what moves. The whole theater's a bunch of these.
It's a bunch of
it's not like a
sets
normal
of 4.
seat next to this.
No.
Because that'd be distracting. Like this just fucking
No.
row in front of me is moving like crazy.
And empty seats still move, so you can look around and you can just see this. And if you, I think, if you go to the corner and look up, everybody's just. Like,
Yeah, I did go to the bathroom at one point because I normally hate walking out during a movie or going to the bathroom
we've
during
seen
a
this movie 1,000
But yeah,
times.
I was like, okay, they're gonna do an Irish jig here. I can pee real quick. And when I came back to look at the theater from down there, I'm just seeing a ton of people with it was 3D too.
Oh my
with
God.
glasses on going. And I'm just like, man, the future
Yeah.
Yeah.
is nuts.
Dude.
I think Johnny made that comment too when it was over. Just like, man, the future is here. Like, this is,
Yeah.
like we're here, motion simulating in 3D when all the people died, and it
when
was,
people died in real life.
I like that they're doing these old movies because seriously, I'm trying to think like, what's the one thing I would want to see? But I think I want to see Passion of the Christ in 4DX. What is the whipping like? Like, how do they simulate like
Dude.
Jesus's like execution?
oh my gosh, one of the effects these seats do, and they use that a little in this one, in Titanic, but
These
a
are-
lot in Avatar.
Lot, and it was
is when
convincing.
they would shoot arrows at people. It would
Oh.
cut to shots of dudes like that. There's a poker in the back of the seat.
Shut what? No.
So when
Yeah.
they would
No
shoot,
way.
when they'd shoot an arrow, you'd feel like
Fuck
that.
yeah.
It was
would
convincing.
jab you.
It was convincing too.
Yeah, it was well done.
Because it was all arrow stuff, so it's like, and it's like, whoa.
They would shoot air at you, and then that poker would happen, and it felt like, damn, I
Yeah.
got stuck with a fucking arrow.
There's air things. There's like air things next to your ears.
Yeah.
So you can hear like
Yeah.
Oh my
by your
God.
ears. It's
So
They should program a porno.
hold on. The reason I'm bringing this up is
Yeah.
you could feel the crucifixion,
I'm telling you.
like the nails, dude. Like you'd feel the air of the.
the
like,
hammer swing. Yeah.
You could feel that. They should totally do it.
The
Is Mel
Lancelot-iness?
still working on the sequel?
Uh,
Yeah, he really he
Yeah,
was.
I would
think.
say something like The Matrix. Or,
no, dude, I think the best one would be Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You can feel the boom.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you
that
feel
would be
the
good.
car,
They
the
do-
cheap scene.
They do have a bass booster in it where sometimes when they're like underwater, there'd be rumbles of stuff.
Yeah.
You'd feel just a under
Oh,
you.
wow.
Yeah.
They could totally
They could
simulate
definitely do that.
Jurassic Park is a good one.
I
That's a
don't
good
think
one.
I would see any of these movies. Jurassic Park may be the one.
Well,
Maybe the
this
one.
year is the hate to say it 30th anniversary. of the
Holy
movie. They
Yeah.
should totally do
They
that.
should do
I
that.
bet you they will.
I will see that in 4DX.
I would
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
I just want to see what this because this sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
and I think
it is.
Yeah, when
It's a pricey ticket too, right?
Is
Yeah.
it? Oh, I
It's-
shouldn't.
it's
say
like
that.
20 something bucks.
20,
Oh well, I mean that's
22,
what 3D
23.
movies are what like 17.
Yeah, it's just a few bucks more than that.
Okay, well it's
It was. And it's a whole experience. I think it was
Yeah.
totally worth
yeah,
it.
yeah.
After Avatar, I do remember we felt like that was fun. Don't need to do that
Yeah,
again.
for a new movie.
Yeah.
But then they announced Titanic was going to have it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got to do it.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
I think that's more my appeal. I have no interest in seeing a new Marvel movie with
No,
that.
not
but
at all.
but yeah, if they re-release more shit, like you said, if they did the Matrix,
Yeah.
I'm with you
if
there.
they do Jurassic Park,
I'm
I'll
there,
go
for sure.
That's just a funny way to experience that.
Yeah.
Totally.
But anyway, I saw that, and I know we're already kind of going long, but
So long.
I did see.
Just cut it off. Save it for next week.
Knock at the Cabin.
Oh,
And,
I saw that too.
And
that's the Shyamalan movie, right?
yes, new Shyamalan, and I enjoyed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
I
don't
was sucked
dislike
into
any
it.
of his movies.
What's that?
I don't dislike any of his movies. I didn't see Avatar because that was made.
Oh, that
Oh,
Avatar.
that-
yeah, I didn't.
yeah.
either.
That one was like his one movie that was like, I made this for my kids. So I knew like that's not my audience.
Yeah.
But I love he's getting away from his twist. Here's the twist at the end.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting away from that. And I like that a lot.
They're-
Twist is no twist.
They're kind of I would say there kind of was, but not. But it didn't rely on. It didn't all come down to
It
that.
didn't happen in the last act, which was what he was famous for. Like, hey, here, final scene.
I mean, yeah, that
Here's
final
the twist,
scene.
you
Is
know?
Yeah.
like, this is you're not gonna believe this.
And I
shit.
just rewatched what was I See Dead People with Haley Joel?
Oh,
Sixth Sense.
Sixth
Sixth
Sense.
Yeah, I just and that was his first one, right?
Yeah. It's first big.
Big
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
So I was like in a Shyamalan move, you know,
Yeah.
a mood, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like I didn't think it ended like the strongest. I'm not going to die on the hill for this movie necessarily, but I thought it was like, again, it was a self-funded small movie, and I loved what he was. It had enough of enough Shyamalan pieces that I'm like, hey, you did pretty good with that. Okay, it had enough of those that I was like, all right, thumbs up.
Yeah.
And the intensity of what he does with like. There's always a gimmick with his directing too. You know, if you remember like Signs, it was constantly like, hey, I'm going to let things go out of focus.
Right.
Like I'm going to leave this shot. Oh, the guy walks over there. It's still out of focus. Oh God. And you're almost going like, please focus the fucking camera. I don't know what he's doing. This movie really played with close-ups. Oh my God. There's parts where it's like, back the fucking camera up. You know, he's right in there.
I could see every wrinkle on Dave Bautista's fucking head
Yeah.
in high def. I mean, I will say he stole the show for me. Like,
Yeah, he was great.
I like him so much
Yeah.
as an actor. I never cared for him as a wrestler. It's funny.
Yeah.
But as an actor, I love Dave Bautista. And it's almost like my favorite role he ever did was in that Blade Runner 2049. And
that was great.
He plays a character with glasses and he's very quiet and reserved. And it's only like 5 minutes of the movie. So it's kind of a shame. I feel like this was, hey, here's a whole movie of that kind of character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's like very polite and reserved and soft-spoken throughout this. And
Yeah.
Rocco's right. The camera is like on his face the whole time. He wears glasses, which is very different than any other characters he plays. Like I it's a huge like love letter to that dude's acting career.
Yeah. And it's funny, there's parts that in the movie that are again kind of like that kind of looked weird. Oh, that didn't look great. And you're kind of like, is that part of the directing? Is that what is that? And I looked up later that he purposely filming this movie asked for the old camera. Like he went and like rented like cameras that were from like the 90s and stuff like that were like not in the best shape. And he's like, I had cameras that were breaking as we were finishing the shot. And then it was like, no, keep that.
Wow.
Like, oh, that, because there were parts that were like, that's kind of like not in focus. And he's like, I wanted things to be like falling apart as we were going. I just thought like, yeah, leave the flaws in. It makes this kind of a little weirder. And I don't know. It had enough bits to it that I was like, that was cool. Like I was gripped the whole time.
Sure.
I didn't think it was like his best or anything, but it was like a concise fucking 90 minutes. Too.
Cool.
It didn't go long or anything. So I dug it.
Speaking of 90 minutes, Johnny, where are we at?
Oh, see, we're not even there.
Essentially,
We got time.
we are just like Shyamalan.
Yeah, we're like
know
we're
when
like,
to
we're
end the
like
podcast.
We're like 4 Shyamalans.
A couple of Shyamalans
Twist.
here.
It's gonna keep going.
Yeah. There's the left
Yeah,
turn.
we didn't talk about Rupert Grint yet.
I do want to. I want to actually showcase one thing real quick before we wrap it up. There's 2 things I want to get to before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
I want to show we did. You know, when we have a PO box. You could send stuff to the PO box. We always open it in our after show on here. We're not going to do an after show today. I don't think we need
so.
to.
I
We've
haven't
been
we have
going
work
long
to do.
enough.
Yeah.
But we did get something special. I want to bring that in here.
Ooh, what'd I get?
You can send stuff to Mega64 PO Box 713090 Santee, California 92072. It's written on our Twitch channel and all that kind of stuff. But we got something here today from our good friend Chris Dane Owens,
Shut up. Are you
Oh,
serious?
who
hell
has
yeah.
done incredible music videos
What?
over the years that we've shown him on here. We've promoted. We always want our good friend CDO to get out there and do his. He's doing stuff with a fantasy vibe that can't be beat.
Love Christian Owens.
He's got a new movie coming out.
Yeah.
We're waiting to hear what's going to happen with that. Empire Queen should come out sometime this year.
See that in 40X.
I hope
Dude.
it comes out for you.
It's all
so.
led up to that.
This guy funded his own fantasy movie. I can't help but admire that, and hopefully we'll be seeing that very soon. I'm hearing good stuff. All right, this is going to be the bigger. What's coming out this year? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest.
So he sent some notes here. Rocco, love you, man. Thanks for all the support. Hope you like your Gretsch. Now he's got a famous. I think his guitar is a Gretsch.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's always got the famous green guitar he's playing in every music video.
yeah.
He sent. Look at this.
What?
This is like from Japan, I think. A miniature
Shut
Gretsch
up.
guitar.
Rock.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
For your figures, dude. Your
I
8
can't
scales
believe that,
can hold
dude.
that.
I'm practically
That's
on the
so
level
nice,
with him now,
dude. CDO.
There is some more,
Dude, the
stuff
Green
in here.
Ranger is going to be fucking rocking solos on his Gretsch.
I want. Oh, wait. What is this? There's more stuff. Oh, what is this? To play your guitar. Wait. Oh, this is promo material. Promo material for the movie.
Oh,
Thanks, guys. He wrote Mega64 rules on the back of it.
Oh!
He signed it.
Awesome.
So there's promo for Empire
Thank you.
Queen. It's
yeah,
coming soon.
dude.
We're
Here,
gonna
one
be
second.
checking
I'm
that
gonna
out.
put this
We
wide
got-
shot. This is gonna live on the set.
Hell yeah.
Right,
Yes.
Right here. Right. Oh no. It's gonna fall off.
Dude, replace the tour photo frame. Just
Here we go. I got it.
Those guitar picks?
He sent Gretsch
Whoa!
guitar picks.
Ooh.
We got guitar picks for shredding.
That's so cool.
Oh, and one. He actually sent us personal notes. This is one for Derek.
What?
Cool.
What?
Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm knocking
Gretsch
peanuts all
guitar
over the place here,
collection.
but oh yeah, everyone got one. Okay, yeah.
How
Sick.
funny.
On.
These are blind
Thanks for-
box.
Thanks so much for the great review. My next tattoo will read Mega64. Oh, there you go.
What?
Tattoo, maybe? I don't know. Maybe.
Did you talk to
Dude,
him about
this is
tattoos?
so nice.
And let's see, Garrett. Oh, Garrett.
Here's
you got
Garrett.
one too. Garrett, thanks,
Thank you,
thanks for all the
Chris.
positive vibes. Appreciate the support. There you go. We all got
Thank
guitars.
you.
That
Awesome.
is so sweet. That is so nice.
Yeah.
What an honor.
What an
This is
honor.
one by my
So
desk
shout
for
out
sure.
CDO, and if anybody else wants to send stuff, like I said, you know where the PO box is. You can figure that out. But
His
CDO,
love-
we're gonna let you know when that movie's available.
His love is certainly shining on us tonight.
Yes.
So thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris, so much. I can't wait. Okay, so thank you for watching. Tune in next week for Mega64 board game, Olympic board games. It's always hard to get the names of events right.
Yeah.
Around here, you know,
No,
but
it's tough. for
that's
us.
going to be at
Why do you
noon
name
on
it that?
Saturday. We are going to have a not only a full day of board game fun and competition and all that. We're going to have the schedule released in the next couple days probably. But as with any event we do, we always have an exclusive merch drop. I just want to show a couple of those things really quick. We are going to have, this will all go up when the stream starts on Saturday.
Yeah.
We are going to have, these are just a sample of what's going to be available that day. You're going to be blown away. The Fast Vibes long sleeve. This is everything that'll go up that day.
Yeah.
All at once.
So
we got
cool.
the Fast Vibes long sleeve, which is I think my favorite thing among here of Olympic. Wait, hold on, Johnny. Can they hear me? Okay, I always
Oh
have to
my
check. Whenever we have a famous bug that whenever we show an image, it
Yeah, I
destroys
think
our
Johnny-
microphones.
Look at that new play mat.
That's cool.
Yeah, new playmat. The new D20.
Yeah.
We have the sticker of the logo because we love the logo.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, the ready to reset shirt, the two-sided shirt, and the tracksuit is that's something we made available one time a long time ago, and it's going to be back that
Well,
day.
let me tell you why. If you,
Oh, please.
if I may, I made this tracksuit for Olympic board games because last time we did the Me Run with the Torch, I'm like,
Yeah.
I want a tracksuit for me to run in.
Right.
Yeah,
And so after that, I started working on the one that we sold for 64X. But then it was time to bring it back. I'm like, let's wait for board. I made it for the board game Olympics. Let's
Yeah.
sell it for that.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
It's back, baby.
It's back. I'm so
yes.
excited.
So that'll be available one more time during Mega 64 Olympic board games. But anyway, all that stuff will be available that day. Stay tuned. Like I said, for the schedule, we'll release the schedule. And I'm very excited about that. It's going to be a long ass day. I think this is one of the longer events that we're doing. So
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Some of these games, man, we don't know how they're going to end. So
Yeah.
it can go.
yeah.
I'm going to win. That's how they're going to end.
Clear your schedule.
It's going to be multiple Monopoly games, games. But those are usually pretty concise.
D&D, I don't know, might go till PAX East. So who knows?
Speaking of which, we'll have some updates on that too.
Yeah.
Too soon. We will have a presence at PAX East. We're still formulating what that's going to be.
That's
we'll
right.
talk
We
about
don't know
that
what it's
soon.
going to be yet.
It might just be Johnny going solo.
Johnny, solo Johnny.
Ready for that, Johnny?
Oh, he
Ready
says
for-
no. Well,
He just said no. Well, I
Dude,
guess we won't
guess
be
we're
there.
fucked.
The
Yeah,
freeways
guess-
are easy on that
Thanks,
side.
Johnny. Thanks for leaving us high and dry right in the middle of the show. No, thank you, Johnny, for running the show tonight. Did a
thank
great
you.
job as always. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Anything
And
else?
we'll see you on Saturday.
I have a few more things I want to get to before.
I gotta-
Fade us
I
out.
just wanted to hear the noise.
I had to pee when we were doing the Nintendo land talk.
Let's end
I'll
on that.
hold this. Go into this.
Let's end on that.
Me
Pee.
peeing?
Yeah,
Go
ahead.
for
Here
it.
we
I'm
go.
not gonna pee in your cup. That's
Dude, it's
terrible.
empty.
I'll rinse it.
That's not how.
New YouTube,
I'll rinse it.
New
Goodness.
YouTube terms of service. If you go for in the first hour you can't pee, but after that
Okay,
you can.
fine. Ready, Garrett?
Yeah.
Ew.
Dude, he's pissing.
No, he's
I
fucking
feel
pissing,
so
dude.
much
John,
better.
thank you, John.
Yeah,
I
thank
feel
you,
so
John.
much
Oh my
better.
god. Oh my
Fucking
god.
perfect.
It's
Ew, it's on me.
It's doing
Ew,
it.
it's on me.